then our program next goals and vision. We ask for your guidance in our lives, strength, and Father.
We do have a fourth year graduating student with their thesis also exhibiting today. So from Mr. Condes, I will make this welcome remark short because I still have an exam, final exam with first year. They will have the exhibitor, but on the second semester. So whomever will pass some of first semester in a programming class, we will have a second semester programming class. We still have exhibits, including all programming classes on the second semester. But this is a good program wherein the IT students try to showcase their talent and their skills in which is software development. So I would like to thank Mr. Paul Ameno, the third year students for this program, their instructors. I hope our audience will enjoy and the students will showcase again to their skills and try to explain it to them, their outputs. Okay, with that, I still have my exam. And thank you and welcome again to this exhibit. Thank you. Good morning.
One character. There are five lines to cross. Each line has a corresponding enemy. You need to cross the enemy in order to finish the line. That's all. That's our game. So I will show you how to do our game. Patience is the key.
Jump, and then ang left arrow key to move, or right arrow key move, and then ang bumi kurang ko dapat
That's a level.
ang saan tumakang napapansan right. Ay! Wait lang.
Wasted.
So, how to use your game or how to play your game?
So, i-click yung green lang. Tapos magsasalita yung sprite.
Start and time.
Tapos pipindutin mo lang yung start button. Tapos meron ditong mga kulay, 6 colors. Bali, mag-choose ka lang kung anong kulay yung i-bet mo. So, ano yung i-bet mo? Diba may coins kaming ibibigay sa'yo?
So, I
10.
yellow.
So, yellow. Press the button yellow. Tapos mag-bet ka. Magkano yung i-bet mo?
So, 500.
Ano? Yung coins mo lang, 10.
Okay.
Yun yung pansin mo lang.
So, 5.
5. Tapos mag-roll yung dice. Tapos, kapag nakuha, magta-times 3. Times times 2, gano'n. Kapag tatlo, times 4. Tapos, may 15 coins ka na. Tapos, bebet ka ulit. Anong kulay?
Green. So, 10. And
And
before we start most of the games that they develop, they start out to choose their teammates, they start to choose what side they should be, and one of the decision games or decision making games is Jack and Boy. So I think one of the basic reasons is I develop it because it's fundamental. So I am a man of fundamentals, so fundamentals is a must. Code is the same as Scratch, but it was developed to copycat a trending game, which is a physical game like the Bottle Flip Challenge. And then instead of you doing that thing, we created Avatar, we created the digitalized version of the Bottle Flip Challenge. So there's no level, but the concept was, when you got into 5 points and then another 5 points, difficulty rises as well. Definitely. So you wouldn't know if what level you are. The concept was, when you added 5 to your scores, there's gonna be some changes on the angle of correction and then the speed of the bottle itself. So it's a trick. So they say it was developed for the player to fail, but it is actually developed for the player to think. So that's why I think that's one of the reasons why it's mostly popular amongst the games here. So it actually overpowered the Pinoy game itself. So I think that's kind of ironic. So yeah, next sa pa man. Ang amo ang kuan, presentation skills, among gigaawa among presentation method ba. So one unique way I learned before is letting the user or the player discover it for himself. So that's actually our goal, since most of the audiences is IT student as well and has the background of playing games, both offline and online. So technically they have really the background knowledge. So the skills itself to present the game is for us is to display, and then for the player to discover for himself. That's the excitement. That's exactly the thing, I guess, the thing why those two games are popular amongst the rest. So something like that. Okay? Maura to. Murag, kuan lang ba? Ang pag-present na mo is, wala gina mo sila gi-feed ang player. Ang player na lang mismo, ang yan na lang excitement mo i-feed. So, it's a presentation skill nga kay baw ka asa dapat gitikon ang imong audience. So, mostly kabaw man so kung anan dyan yung mga background players, ang mga nanay ni mga giduwaay na. So, that's one way for me to attack the audiences as well. And also to market my games, something like that.
So, is it difficult to develop that game?
If I would say yes, then I'd be too humble. So the logic itself, creation, elements and whatnot, it's actually pretty much easy. But the logic of doing or making those elements function is the worst part, the worst nightmare of every developer. So I think that would be my answer. Yep, logically.